Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video, we are going to talk about how we can slice the data or extract some particular value from the data using lock feature of Pandas, that is LOC feature of Pandas. So let's begin. So LOC feature of Pandas is something which is utilized to slice the data based on the name of the row and name of the column on the data frame. Now, when it comes to name, you can give multiple names and you can give the list of the names, and you can also give, if it is a numbered, you can also give a range of names starting from a particular name up to a particular name if it's in that sequence. We'll see all the different scenarios and use cases so that it is crystal clear for you to apply it in your day-to-day task. So let's begin. So suppose I want to extract only the second row and the first column value, that is 893. So how I can get this value? So I can see that the name of this row is 1 and the name of the column is passenger ID. So that means I can give lock feature, I can give 1 and passenger ID. So let's see how. tf.loc, and with square bracket, the first argument I'm going to give 1, that is the row number, and the second argument I'm going to give the passenger ID, and I'm going to execute it, and I get this particular value in this way. So this, to be noted, is not the index number, although it is coinciding, but there can be scenarios where it can have a different name. Instead of 1, it can have, say, 5, or it can give any name, row 1, row 2, like anything it could be. So we have to give that name instead of the number. Okay. Now, if I want to extract not only the particular value, I want to extract a collection of values, say from 1 to 4 named indices. These rows I want to extract, and I want to get only, say, these first 3 columns. So I will just copy these names and I will write tf.lock with square bracket, and I can give a list of indices 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also we are giving the name of the row and not the index of the row. And now I'm going to give the column names. So I'll form a list. So I have copied it, and this is passenger ID, P class, and we have name with us. I'll execute it, and we see that we got 3 columns that we wanted and the row that is 1 to 4 named row. So this is how you can give it with the named name of that index of row and the column. So now let's move on to other way of slicing. So if I want to slice it, instead of giving this number, I can do it using 1 up to 4. So remember, in iloc, if you have not seen my video, you can go and check my video on iloc, where we gave a range of values in it. But here also we can do that, but there is a slight difference. We'll see what that is. So I'll type tf.lock and square bracket, and I'll give range from 1 to 4, and I'm not giving it in a list format, that is to be noted. I'm giving from 1 to 4 using colon and then comma. So the first argument is for the rows, and now I'm passing the column names in a list format just like we did in the previous code, and then we are going to execute it, and then we see that we got the same results using a range with colon instead of a list index name. Okay, so now we are going to see how we can do the same for the column as well, because there is also a naming convention. And suppose, for example, I want from column passenger ID to say ticket, and I don't want these last three columns. So how can I do that? So I'll just copy this, and I have this passenger ID. I'll do in the same form just like we did for the rows. So it will be df loc, and from 1 let's keep the same rows, and then I will pass the ticket, but before ticket we want passenger ID. I'll just copy it from here, and then so this is from starting from passenger ID, and it will be up till ticket, and then I will execute it, and I get the result that we wanted. We don't have the last three columns with us, and we have the required rows that we mentioned. So the thing to be noted here is that in loc you are mentioning the last name of the index row and not the index number. So that is why it is also capturing the last, that is the fourth row. If it is clear up till here, let's take a very complex scenario. Like in data science field or in machine learning field, there are a lot of production level code formation. So we have to do a lot of automatic dynamic programming. In that scenarios, it is very useful to use loc. Now say suppose I have a scenario that I want rows from 50 to 100, and I want all the columns that starts with P. And here we can see that we have three columns that starts with P. So let's begin how we can do that. So first of all, I will fetch the columns. So this will give me the list of the columns. I can change it to list if needed. So let's do that. Although alternatively, if you don't want to, you can also do it without, but just for our understanding, we'll do this. And then I have a list. Now I just want to start it with a list comprehension, that I for I in this list, and if I, and I'll take the first element of each name of the column, and if it's 0th index, that is the name, and if it starts with capital P, I'll close this. So this list will give me all the names of the column that starts with P, and then I will write df dot loc, and I'll open square bracket, and then I will give the index of the rows. So I will give say 50, and I want it up till 100. So this will give me the all the rows which has the name 50 up till 100. 100 will also be counted here, and then I've already given the list of the columns, and then I will just close this square bracket and I'll execute it, and I will get all the columns that required which starts with P, and all the rows which starts with name of the row name 50 to 100. So this was it in this video. So I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I'll upload more informative and useful videos for you. Until then, bye.